Good evening to those who listen. It is July 10th, 2025, 8:43 p.m. And I was coming across some stuff, so I decided to throw this into ChatGPT. All right, so we've had three major storms just in the United States. Actually, there's been five. There's been five major floods in the United States in the last week, and a couple around the world. So check this out. So first off, I said, what are the odds of three 100-year rainstorms happening in 1 week? And it came up with one. Oh my goodness, it's even worse than I thought. One in 1.4 trillion, right? And it's acting like it's a wild scenario, like it's a made up scenario, like it actually didn't happen in real life. And then I put it, oh, that's what I did. Well, because I didn't specify it. Then I said, what are the odds of three 100-year rainstorms happening in 1 week in three different locations? Then it simplified it down to one in 144 billion. Okay? Still, that's pretty hard. So then, bear with me. So then I was watching, hold on, I was watching one of the channels here, Jason A, actually, and the announcer said that they had four 1,000-year rainstorms. So I looked that up, and it said we've had one, but there was one that could have been a 500-year, and the others were 100 years, right? So here's some more floods that happened in Nepal, China border, Central Texas, southern New Mexico, Oklahoma, Pakistan, and India. And then we had all these other places too, in Europe, Italy, Nigeria. So there was a lot of places that had floods. Okay. So then I was like 1,000-year floods, okay? But then, I wanted to narrow it down because it says, all right, hold on. Let me get this. Okay, so it came up with this for the United States. We got 1,000-year flood. One was 100 to 500, 25 to 100, 100, and 10 to 25. So if we knocked out Saginaw or Sallisaw, Oklahoma, and just had all the others, Chicago, let's just say it was 100. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of them that would be hundreds, right? Okay, and then I went and did how many were 100-year storms around the world. So then we have Pakistan, which says it could have been 100 to 1,000. China says 100. So then I have 6. We have 4 in the United States, 2 in the rest of the world in the last week. So then I asked the question, what are the odds of 6 100-year major floods happening in 6 separate locations around the world in 1 week's time? And it acted like it was astronomically impossible, which it pretty much is. So the result is this: 1 in 17.5 sextillion. Virtually impossible if the events were truly random and independent. Wow! Are you kidding me? So I was like, that's crazy. And of course, they blame it on climate change, pattern clustering. If it just happened. If it just happened. If it is likely due to these things. This kind of clustering is rare but plausible and has already occurred, and it has already occurred. What? A breakdown of how often this type of clustering has occurred in the last 10, 20 years. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it real fast. I'm probably close to being out of my freebie questions. Let's see what it says. The last 10 to 20 years. So we've had 6 of them in a week. global database says, what is it saying? It's not saying how many. It's just saying it's up 42%. Okay. 10 times more likely after the year 2000. Oops. 100-year events. Repeating in short spans. Still not giving me a number, though. 100-year events are happening more frequently. Not once per century, but often within a decade. Well, yeah. But why? Either way, we know they're happening more often. There's still not a number, though. They didn't give me a number. Just saying 4 times increase, 5 to 10 times increase, repeats within decades. But still, it's not giving me a number. Oh, well, it was kind of worth trying to see. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Even if there was 100 of them in the last 100 years, that's a lot. Or even 1,000 in 100 years. What did it say? It went 10 to 20 years? It just says there's, see, it didn't tell me nothing. It didn't really tell us anything. But anyway, I don't want to go on. But either way, that's insane. It's astronomically impossible. So that means to me, it's not this. It's got to be some manipulation or modification, if you know what I mean. So that's what I think is going on, because these storms are just parking. They're stalling out and they're staying in one area and just dumping tons of rain. I also have a thing, but I can't show you because it's on my phone. Yeah, I don't have it. I guess it's on my phone. But anyway, they had an area from like the mid of Iowa, and it went, it was kind of like like this. So it was like this area of Iowa, parts of Illinois, and like half of Missouri was all in this severe flooding area where it could get a lot of rain. And I'm in one of these areas too. But it says on ours we're supposed to get 3 to 4 inches, but not all at once, obviously. That's a lot in itself, but we'll see what happens. I got a feeling somewhere is going to get that area. I think it might be something like Kansas City, or maybe down by St. Louis, or maybe southern Iowa. And it even showed maybe even Chicago. So, I don't know. We'll see if anything happens. We'll have to watch the radars, and you know all the lines you see going bzz, 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 they're zapping the clouds. So we'll have to watch where they're zapping to see if we can figure out what's going to happen. I mean, other people are better at that than I am. Like Richie from Boston, for one. And Into Thin Air, to name another. Thanks for watching. God bless.